Alright, so let's make this a quick video. I have a long day ahead of me. Let's get into it. Last night, it was game 2 between the LA Lakers and the Houston Rockets. Obviously, we are up 2-0 in the series. We won game 1, 107-98. DeAndre Ayton had a really good game, 19 and 11. And we were able to hold Alfred Şengün to 19, 8, and 6. Solid stats, but he had to take 19 shots. And a lot of his points came from the free throw line. Amen Thompson had a good game with 17. Jabari Smith Jr. with 16 and 12. And then Reed Sheppard with 17 and 8. Now, game 2. Kevin Durant makes his return. And a lot of people were saying that, the Rockets lost game 1 because of the fact that Kevin Durant was not there. He was cleared to return, and he had a 20-point first half. The second half is where things started to rear its ugly head for the Houston Rockets. Now, number one, they're getting cooked by Luke Kennard. A lot of people are still making the excuse of, well, Kevin Durant's not there for game 1, and then they're starting to bring up the Fred VanVleet injury. Yes, Fred VanVleet is vital to that Rockets team, sure, but he can only cover so much ground because of the fact that he's a short point guard, and he's not going to solve everything that's wrong with the Rockets. I said this at the very beginning of the NBA season after their 2 overtime loss to the OKC Thunder to open up the 2025-26 season. Do you want to go into the playoffs with Amen Thompson, Reed Sheppard, Josh Okogie, and Aaron Holiday as your starting point guards in a playoff series? That's why I want to say, or that's why I said in my trades video a couple months ago that the Rockets should get either James Harden or Russell Westbrook, because at least it provides some stability at point guard, and at least they have a guy to run the offense. And some people are going to say, well, Russ kills the spacing and all that other stuff. And I told them the spacing's not going to matter if your offense is just Kevin Durant, Alfred Şengün, or bust. But no, they kept their roster as is. Whatever. Let's get back to the game. Last night, Bron on the Lakers had 28, 8, and 7. Solid game. Marcus Smart got us started, and he ended his night with 25 points, and he had 5 big-time steals. Luke Kennard had 3 big-time steals as well. Luke was playing some really solid defense, and he's been carrying the load without Luka nor Austin Reeves. On the other side, yes, Kevin Durant had 23 points to end the game. But here's the thing. It was the quietest 23 points I've ever seen from a player of his caliber because of the fact he had a 20-point first half, and he only had 3 points the whole entire second half. You can credit the Lakers swarming him, but no one else stepped up. I mean, Jabari Smith had 18, cool, but this is where, Ime Udoka should have played Reed Sheppard a lot more. How you go from starting Reed Sheppard, playing him 35 minutes, and he scores 17 and 8, to barely playing him at all, and you're relying on Aaron Holiday of all people? I like Aaron Holiday, but he's not going to be your answer at point guard, and that's the thing I've been saying with the Houston Rockets the whole entire year. And look, I'm happy we're up 2-0, but I'm not going to talk about this as a Laker fan. I'm just going to talk about it as a basketball fan. Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets had this game in their grasp. They got it to within 3. I think there was a point in time we were up 18. The Rockets clawed all their way back, and I think they cut the lead to 1. Yeah, they cut the lead to 1 in the first half. And then we tried to pull away, but the Rockets kept on clawing back in, and I didn't love it for us that we let Houston hang around. The Rockets and KD had this game in their grasp. What does Kevin Durant do? He throws like 5 jump passes. I know the Lakers were swarming him and we were playing great defense, but this dude KD is throwing jump passes, or he's just literally giving the ball to the other team. There was a play where, Kevin Durant got into the lane, and he was about to it looked like he was about to pull up for his patented mid-range jumper, right? I believe he should have taken it. But he throws a jump pass to Şengün, not knowing that I think it was either Luke Kennard or Marcus Smart that was there I think it was Marcus Smart. He was there to intercept the ball. KD, how do you not see that? Well, at that point, just go up with it. At that point, you're their best player. And it also doesn't help that freaking Ime Udoka is literally running the same play every time. Give Kevin Durant the ball, even though he should know because he actually used this game plan against Kevin Durant when Kevin was with Brooklyn and Ime was the coach for Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and ironically Marcus Smart and the Boston Celtics. He applied that same strategy, but he's going to that same play that helped him beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, this does not make sense. Why are you going to the same play every single time? At that point, you need to put in Reed Sheppard or at least run a play for Jabari Smith Jr. to at least give him some sense of scoring. I don't think Jabari scored at all in the fourth quarter from my memory. Reed Sheppard deserved a lot more than 10 minutes in this game because it's hard to get into a consistent rhythm when one game you're playing 35 minutes, the next game you're playing 10 minutes. I don't know how you expect Reed Sheppard to maintain his rhythm if you're going to play him spot minutes after playing him starters minutes. And there were so many defensive breakdowns within this game. Like, I'm happy the Lakers exploited it, but god dang, some of these defensive breakdowns are so basic. Bro, there was a play where Aaron Holiday tries to guard Luke Kennard at half court. And then for some reason, Aaron Holiday, I don't know if he was expecting a screen or he was expecting help, just stay in front of Kennard. Luke had a beeline to the rim because I don't know what the hell you were trying to do. You played Luke Kennard's right hand even though he's a strong lefty. And Jabari Smith Jr., there was a play where he was actually looked like he was going to play some solid defense, but for some reason, he kept on reaching to a point where, okay, he thought LeBron was going to go to his right, not knowing LeBron's also a lefty. Boom, LeBron goes the other way and gets an easy layup. They gave up so many open baskets. A freaking fan from the stands could have exploited that Rockets defense. And this is a defensive-minded coach that turned things around for the Boston Celtics in 2022, and he was the reason, or his coaching at that point in time was the reason Boston made the finals that year to play Golden State. This is the same coach. Or maybe it's because that's how good Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are, and that's how vital Marcus Smart was for the Celtics for a long time until they traded him for Drew Holiday and then they won the championship in 2024. But that's not the point. Look, all I'm saying, bruh, is if Kevin Durant loses this series, and it's looking more and more like he's going to lose this series, most likely in a sweep, but I'm not going to leave anything a chance because who knows? Maybe this could be a whole entire different series after the next two games are in Houston. I don't know. But if he loses this series, he is going to prove a lot of people right. A lot of people from Scap Attack to Dreamers Pro. I watched the live from Run Back Philly that talks about Kevin Durant. They are going to literally yell out that Kevin Durant is a fraud. And that is what, or the reason why he has his 2 rings is because he joined the freaking Golden State Warriors with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond after blowing a 3-1 lead with the Oklahoma City Thunder with Russell Westbrook as his teammate. And I understand that people had smoke for Russ saying, oh, you can't win with that guy. I'm looking at you, Skip Bayless, because he made that a big thing, right? But that doesn't matter. It really doesn't. He left Russ high and dry. He won his 2 rings, cool. And a lot of people are still harping on the fact that, oh, if KD and Kyrie, or I mean, not KD, if James Harden and Kyrie Irving were healthy with the Brooklyn Nets, they were beating the Milwaukee Bucks. Yes, but they were not going to win the championship because you are not beating a healthy Lakers team with LeBron and AD. We had literally 90% of our team that won in the bubble. The reason why we lost in the first round to the Suns was because Anthony Davis was hurt and LeBron wasn't even 100%, right? And then you had the LA Clippers who looked like they were going to have a redemption year and Kawhi Leonard was going to pick up where he left off. And then he tore his ACL in the second round versus Utah and they got eliminated by the Suns as a result. Do people not understand the optics of that? Oh yeah, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, they were 16-3 or whatever. Yeah, that doesn't matter if you're facing if you're facing playoff LeBron James, who still had enough juice left in the tank. And we were arguably the second best team in the NBA in 2020, 2021 until LeBron got hurt and then AD got hurt. How do people not understand that? But hey, KD, Kyrie, James Harden was automatically going to win them a championship. Yeah, and look how that turned out. They got eliminated in the second round. They got swept. The freaking Phoenix Suns had to trade their foundation that helped get them to the finals for you. And the best you could do was a 6-game second round exit to Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets when you and Devin Booker were freaking lighting up an injured Clippers team and and you put up a good fight against the Nuggets, I'll give you that, but a good fight's not enough. So all I'm saying, bro, is Kevin Durant better not lose this series because you could say that this might be a legacy ceiling series for both KD and LeBron. And again, the only reason why he has those 2 rings is because he joined Steph Curry and Klay Thompson when he didn't need to. And he's going to prove those people right if, or to some of y'all, when he loses this series. That's all I'm saying. But again, who knows? Maybe the Rockets turn around and they may tie the series and may win the series. I don't know, man. But if we're going to talk about the Lakers real quick, Lakers, I love what we're doing. Do not let this go back to LA with the series tied at 2. You let these boys back in and they somehow tie the series, the Lakers are in trouble. So that's all I'm going to say. I can touch on it a little more, but again, I have a long day ahead of me, so I have to make this video as quick as possible. What do you guys think? Is KD a fraud? Is KD not a fraud? Is Ime Udoka overrated? Or what are y'all thoughts on this series overall? Do you think the Rockets bounce back? Or do you think the Lakers just absolutely break everyone's heart and they make it out of this series? And let me say one more thing before I let y'all go. Even if the Rockets do somehow win this series, they're going to get absolutely mopped by the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm not saying we won't, because OKC is better than the Lakers. They're better than the Lakers and the Rockets. But this series is a bad look on Kevin Durant, either way. Whether he wins this series or not, this is going to be a really bad look, because every team that trades for him, they never make it as far as people had hoped, outside of Golden State. So, I don't know if that says a lot more about the teams. I don't know if that says a lot more about KD. But again, I'll leave it to you guys. Who wins the rest of the way? And do you guys think this is a sweep? Whatever y'all thoughts are, please leave it in the comments below. I will catch y'all in the next video. Or, I have to do my patented intro. A series recap may come soon. I could talk about a lot more, but again, long day ahead of me. That's the end of this video. I'm X. Deuces.